The Indianapolis Colts just got incredible news ahead of the Week 9 matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of which is one of the first real challenges this Colts team will face. According to the media, we all know that the Colts have just been making good teams look like they play for the ACC, but neither here nor there. Let's talk about the news and cover everything coming up for the game against the Steelers. On this video, what's going on? It's Elijah from Sports Talk Indy, where we cover all things Colts, and whether it's breaking news or behind the scenes coverage, we cover it all. So be sure to like and subscribe and be a part of what we got going on over here. This first week, there were a lot. When you looked at the practice report, specifically starting out the week, there were a lot of names, a lot of big names on this list. And there were a lot of guys that we didn't, they were uncertain of whether or not they were going to be able to continue. And it's always tough because some guys are marked as rest and some guys just might have a nagging injury that they end up coming back to, or that they just take as a rest day. For one, Kenny Moore was that way. So we're going to cover just kind of some of the big names that were on this list, and maybe some of the ones that were cause for concern. We're going to cover the huge names that were on the Steelers report. But first, let's start with the Colts. This is the great news. After just a really up and down week for a lot of guys. Nick Cross didn't practice on Wednesday. Josh Downs, Anthony Gould, Matt Gonzalez, Zaire Franklin didn't practice throughout the week. Jalen Jones, Tyquan Lewis, Kenny Moore, Braden Smith, Grover Stewart, all of these. Again, just big names, especially in what they've been able to do for this team. But we have great news. Only two guys, actually only one guy now. No, two guys have been ruled out for Sunday. So guys that are back in, Grover or DeForest Buckner, he is in. He was out with the rest day on Friday. Today, Nick Cross, after not practicing on Wednesday, was a full participant in the rest of the week, so he is good to go. Josh Down didn't practice on Wednesday. He is good to go for the rest, or he was good to go for the rest of the week. Samson Ebukam, no surprise here, but they have not put him on the injured reserve, and so therefore he is still technically available to activate whenever he is ready, but he is listed as out for Sunday after not practicing the whole week. Zaire Franklin got a rest day today. Matt Gonzalez took a personal day on Wednesday, was good to go the rest of the week, so no injury designation there. Anthony Gould, and maybe you can help me understand, I don't remember seeing this injury in the game on Sunday. Again, I may be wrong, and I just missed it. On it, honestly, I was at work while I was watching it. So, if we're being honest, I would love if you can let me know where this injury took place. I did not remember seeing it, but I could be wrong. Jalen Jones, great news for him. He is going to be back, or he's listed as questionable, but he's been a full participant in the past 2 weeks of practices. So this is great news for the Colts as they get some more help on this team, with Travarius Ward likely coming back. I believe it's next week. It's either next week or the week after that. Some big matchups against the Falcons and the Chiefs coming up, so it's good that we're starting to get help back in those areas. Kenny Moore, once again with that Achilles injury, it just kind of seems like this is a nagging thing for him. So expect to see him not practice on Wednesdays as they hope that he's able to fully recover on that. This could honestly be one that the Colts are going to have to that he might have to have surgery on at the end of the season. He might just be nursing it to get through the season. It's not affecting his play. He's been looking fantastic over the last couple weeks. Really, really excited to see what he is going to be able to do even when he's fully healthy. So hopefully even after the bye week, maybe he's able to come back fully. But Grover Stewart, this one is a big one. After Grover Stewart had a massive interception last week against the Titans, 2 weeks ago, excuse me, it is encouraging to see that he should be back. He did not practice on Wednesday or Thursday. He should be back to go. And then Braden Smith did not practice on Wednesday, but was good to go the rest of the week with a rest. So this is the good news for the Colts, is that they have 3 questionable and 2 guys that are out. Samson Ebukam and Anthony Gould are the only guys listed as out. Everyone else is questionable. So expect to see pretty much a full roster going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is where I think there's a lot of names on this list for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And some of them are just rest days, but there's just a lot of names. There's over 12 names here on this list. So this is the Steelers obviously made some moves. They were able to get Kyle Duggar in. He was a full participant on Thursday and Friday. Obviously, I think he was traded over on Wednesday. Jabril Peppers was not. He did not practice with a quadricep injury. So those are two big names on the defense that we expect to see. I don't expect to see Kyle Duggar a whole lot. But going from the top on their listed names, they have Scotty Miller. He is out with a finger injury. Bren Skowronek is full participant after being out with a neck injury. Chuck Clark with an illness. He did not practice today, Friday, but he is questionable on Sunday. Will Howard, questionable to go. Hopefully, I would love to see that things just go so awry for the Steelers that we actually see Will Howard. Corey Trice, he will be out, which is a big news on the defensive backfield. I think that's going to be one that the Colts are going to make this team pay in a lot of different ways, and having big names off this list for that, especially in the questionable field, whether that's Chuck Clark or whether that's Malik Harrison or whether that's Corey Trice. There's a lot of names, and this is a team that is it's a very old team, if we're being honest. And so I think that this is a team that has a lot of weaknesses to exploit. So the more depth that you can pull from there. The Zach Frazier, their center, he did not practice on Wednesday, but was good to go Thursday and Friday. Isaac Siamo, guard, he did not practice Wednesday or Thursday, but was limited to go on Sunday or on Wednesday or Friday. Excuse me. Jonnu Smith got a rest day. Pat Freiermuth, quadricep injury, so he is technically listed as no injury designation, but obviously not fully healthy. We don't think so. DK Metcalf got another rest day. They're giving a lot of their veterans. I don't know if that's just the age difference between this team and our team, but even DK Metcalf doesn't seem like he's been in the league for that long, and yeah, man, he's getting a lot of rest days. As is Cameron Hayward and Darius Slay, both getting vet rest days. Again, it's a big difference. I think the Colts give rest days. Don't get me wrong; they gave one to DeForest Buckner this week. They gave one to Zaire Franklin, but it does seem as though the Steelers have given a lot. And again, this is a team that I think isn't really playing up to the standards that they hoped for. When they started the season, they were playing well above where they were, and now it doesn't look like they're doing good. But another name that is out for them is going to be Jabril Peppers. He is out with that quadricep injury. Then Cole Holcomb, linebacker, he is questionable to go for Sunday. So a lot of defensive holes, a lot of defensive injuries. It seems like there's some nagging stuff going on. That is good news for the Colts. And honestly, this could all go either way. Honestly, I think this is a game that the Colts should win. The Colts are averaging more offense than any other team in the league, and the Steelers are giving up more opposing offensive yards than any other team in the league. So this should be a game that very well should go towards the Colts. But we all know how this can go, and bad teams win against good teams all the time. So obviously, pedal on the floor and don't let up for this for the Steelers team. It's with Rodgers, it's never over till it's over. So we will continue to monitor all of these, and if there's any breaking news tomorrow, we will see you again on Saturday. If not, we'll see you following the game on Sunday. So be sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you can get updated on all things Colts as soon as they happen.